We can do favorite sports moment of the year. Tyler, what was your favorite sports moment
It's
of the year?
Steph closing out France for the gold. That's
Easily.
for sure.
Easily.
Yeah, I think that's the
Easily.
runaway moment there, dog.
Easily.
You know,
Easily.
that was a
Yep.
moment that just it was a moment that put like a bow tie on like a whole generation of basketball, right? Like that moment was bigger than Steph, right? Like that moment was just a moment that made you realize how blessed we were to have experienced the Steph KD Bron era, I feel like, you know? So it's for sure that moment for me. Not taking anything away from Steph, because Steph proved that he's the coldest motherfucker on the planet in that moment too, right? Like that's some shit that's gonna be on his highlight reel when he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. That moment there, it's I don't want to say defining because I do think that NBA rings hold a bit more weight than Olympic medals, but you know he's
For
had some
sure.
way more defining
Yeah.
moments in the finals on his way to 4 rings and such. But yeah, it's for sure a moment that is a huge bullet point on his resume.
Also, we needed that. I know it wasn't Bron that did it, but I think it was important to have that era tied up, and you know what I'm saying, to move past as Bron starts to decline physically. You know what I mean? Like we finally we got that. You know, we got the closure we needed. You know, in that Olympic series, and now we could, it makes it easier for me to accept what I'm watching currently. You know what I mean? So
My sports moment would be
Bro, has
the
anyone had like 5 straight threes to close out a gold medal? Is the best Olympic international basketball moment ever, probably.
I have nothing else.
yeah.
Like the Vince dunk is probably like the most famous one to this point, but
It's just
5 straight
different now
threes to
too.
close
It's
out the
just
gold
different
medal
now
game
too because
is
the rest of the country can play basketball now, or the rest of the world. You know, like it's
right,
just
right.
it's
The
just
rest of the
different
world, yeah.
because there's actual competition. My sports moment would be the walk-off grand slam by Freddie Freeman in Game 1 of the World Series.
I was gonna say the same thing. The Celtics winning was amazing, but that moment, that singular was
Crazy.
insane.
This shit was crazy. Walk-off grand slam.
I said this at the time, but I don't watch a lot of sports like in bars anymore, and I just happened to be in a Dodgers bar at that moment, and it was insane to experience.
electric.
That's the only walk-off grand slam in World Series history, right?
Yes.
And fucking those motherfuckers been playing baseball since like 1838 or something.
They've been playing baseball forever, bro.
Yeah.
And they fucking that ball just got auctioned for $1.5 million, bro.
Does the person that
You got a
caught
million,
it get it?
you got $1.5 million to spend, Mike? That's crazy.
I don't even have enough to get a stitch out of that bitch, bro.
wait. And you seem disappointed, like you would have put some bread to get
I would have loved
that
the
fucking
stitch.
No, but like, so how does that work with the auction? Because I know, like, does this usually the person that catch it gives it back to the player or whatever the player asked for? Like,
If they're
is that
stupid.
okay? I hope that person wasn't stupid.
No, they walked right out of the stadium because that's
Okay,
they'll
good
put
for
you in
them.
a room, bro. It's like some fucking
They will
No,
interrogate you.
I
it's like
still
some
remember.
CIA shit. They put you
Okay,
in a
I'm
windowless room.
I'm not going to use
No,
the word.
I
torture,
still
Go.
remember being a kid, and they had that moment when that fan caught Mark McGuire's number 62, and he gave it to him post game. Said, "Mr. McGuire, I believe I have something that belongs to you." I was a kid, like, motherfucker, what? Why are you? If you don't take that shit and cash out, I did not give a fuck about any of that sportsmanship, doing the right thing shit. I thought that motherfucker was a fool, and I was a kid, and I still believe he was a fool.
And
What
he
the
was
fuck
right,
he doing?
nigga.
Tyler had 2 childhood moments where current age Tyler fully inhabited his brain. It was that moment and the first day of preschool when the other kids' started crying when their parents left. He was looking
couldn't
around
believe
like,
it.
all the
couldn't believe it.
grown-ups are gone.
Yeah.
Why are you crying?
That's so
believe it.
crazy at that age. That is so abnormal to look around at all the other crying kids, you know what I mean, and be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
And in that
And you were
moment,
right.
yeah, and in that moment, I connected with the kid who would be
The
my
best friend,
first
yeah.
best friend, right?
Yep.
So that's always been,
Wow.
like I said, it's always been a common theme with me where I gotta know that you can realize that motherfuckers are tripping for us to be friends. Like you gotta have a healthy what the fuck is wrong with people in you for us to be homies. Like that's how me and John connected. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Fuck these niggas
That's
on.
like the foundation of my relationship.
You need a healthy amount of what the fuck is wrong with niggas in you.
What type of nigga is this?
Yeah.
What type of nigga is that? You feel me? Like, gotta have that in you, bro.
And on that note, I think it's that's a wrap on 2024 from Jenkins and Jonez.
Oh, wow.
There it is.
Here we go.
Happy New Year. Thank you to everyone for listening.
Happy New Year.
Appreciate you. Happy New
We'll
Year.
be back in like 2 days probably. So see you soon.